Hello everyone, it is Misterstubstep, and it has been a year since I originally released my Pokemon card and just card collection in general on this channel. So I thought, annually, why not just give an update? So this will be my 2021 update. Let's get right into it. All right, so I'm going to be going through these fairly quickly, starting out with base set. I'm just going to be going chronologically, starting out with all my binder sets. And this card is currently at PSA. It's a Raichu First Edition Holo from base set, yeah. So I'm going to be going through these fairly quickly. I'm going to try to make sure this video isn't over 20 minutes. And if it is, then I'm just going to break it up into two parts in a way that makes sense. But yeah, I just want to show you guys an overall update on my collection. This jungle set is complete. It has a mix of like First Edition and Unlimited, but none of like the Holos or anything are First Edition. But jungle's awesome. We got Fossil, and I don't have like any crazy variants or anything. My goal is just to complete the sets, and if you actually watch my original collection videos, you can see how much it has changed over the past year. It is actually crazy how many singles I've purchased. This Charizard from base set 2, also at PSA. We're rolling into base set 2. Nice. So the first few pages, that left side will be flopping up until I get enough weight on that left side to keep it down. So yeah, I am going through these very quickly. If you want a more in-depth look at all the cards, as soon as I complete a set, I usually go through each card individually. This card is at PSA. It's a Dark Dragonite, or either PSA or CGC. I can't remember. I think it's PSA though, since it's a WOTC card. But yeah, so much good artwork. It is just so soothing. And then I love that Dark Raichu right there. Not in the best condition, but there's just something so therapeutic about flipping through full binders, and I say that as I go through one of my empty binders, my Gym Heroes. Definitely not one of my priorities as far as collecting sets. My criteria for collecting a master set or complete set for, these WOTC sets or more modern sets is if I pull, just like in me casually opening cards, because I like to open at least one of everything. So like I'll get a booster box. I don't like to open Elite Trainer boxes unless it's a special set. And if I pull the #1 chase card from that set, then that's when it'll trigger me to collect the rest of the set. Because I'm like, well, I already have the most expensive card. I can continue collecting this set. And then if I were to buy the singles to finish up the set, it's not as expensive. So a lot of these cards I've acquired by going to, my local card shop or local gaming store, whatever you want to call them, as well as just ordering on eBay, TCG Player, and all of that. So we finished through Gym Heroes Gym Challenge. Love the artworks in there. We have the binder that my sister got me. This is definitely the nicest binder, but it makes all my other binders go to shame. Starting out with the Neo stuff, which is awesome. Really would like to have these be a lot more complete someday, because these are really nice sets. But these cards, I mean, even like the uncommons and stuff, they're quite expensive. Yeah, my Neo Genesis isn't that full. Yeah, if I have any energy cards where they shouldn't be, like for example there, that just means I have those cards at PSA. Like that's a Dark Tyranitar, or I don't think it's a Dark Tyranitar, just a Radio Tyranitar from Neo Discovery at PSA. It was one of my childhood pulls, so I'm like, I want to get this graded. Should just be Neo Genesis and Discovery in there. And then in here, do Neo Revelation as well as Neo Destiny. Got that Porygon too, nice. So yeah, it's just really nice. Anytime I order from TCG Player, I try to get, Dark Scizor. I try to get a couple extra cards here and there. Pretty much anything that I have in these binders like this, these side-loading Ultra Pro binders, are sets that I would eventually like to complete someday. And they're also just sets that I kind of want to protect a little bit better than having them in the 3-ring binders. Yeah, I actually have quite a bit of shinings from this set, which is nice. Neo Destiny, it should be everything. All right, so now I'm going to pretty much all just the miscellaneous card sets that I have. There's the list right there. I crossed everything out that I eventually moved to binders, but that's pretty much a very quick breakdown of all of the stuff that I have. So yeah, we got some WOTC promos there. Sorry, there's gonna be a little bit more glare. Oh, actually, yeah, look at that angle. A lot less glare. So Legendary Collection, we got some E-Series. Honestly, I know I'll never, achieve, especially master sets of E-Series, because you got reverse holos for everything, but the sets are so massive, and common cards are freaking expensive. I saw a Magikarp from Skyridge at my local card shop. I'm like, oh wow, that artwork is amazing. And in case you don't know, like Expedition, Aquapolis, Skyridge, all extremely hard to find, but especially Skyridge had a very short print run, a lot of beautiful cards in there. And I was like, how much is the Magikarp? And he was like, oh yeah, the Magikarp, lightly played, $24. I was like, oh my gosh, for a common Magikarp, $24. So my goal is one day to have at least one card from Skyridge, and I still don't have one. I've never found one just like in the wild, but I guess it kind of makes sense because most people know like those cards are worth it a decent amount, so they're not just gonna have them in the wild or have them in a bulk box. Yeah, a lot of these cards from these like the Diamond and Pearl Black and White era I got from my aunt's, my cousin's collection that my aunt sent me. My cousins used to collect Pokemon cards. So I had Pokemon cards, and then my cousins like visited me. They're a little bit younger than me, and then I gave them some of my like bulk Pokemon cards. Of course, I kept all the good stuff to myself, and I guess that inspired them to collect. So they actually collected a decent amount of Pokemon cards, which was very impressive. And then like a year back, you can actually go on my channel and look up the video. It's actually a really neat video. There's a lot of amazing cards in there, and including a lot of the ones that I sent off for grading. And yeah, I was very surprised because they gave away a lot of good cards, like Shinings, and a lot of really good Charizard cards and other holos. I was very impressed. Yeah, so a lot of these, you know, I just have in here. These are older sets. They all kind of fit in this one humongous binder. If I ever like pull the #1 card from the set, then I'll add it to, you know, one of those types of binders and start trying to complete a master set. Like if they keep coming out with random Steam Siege packs and a bunch of products, then maybe eventually I'll collect the master set from Steam Siege. But it's funny, you can purchase or you can buy the Steam Siege master set cheaper than you can to get just like a sealed booster box of it. So I thought that was interesting. Got some generations. Ooh. Yeah, when I do my value discussions, a lot of times I've just finished up the X and Y era of sets, and I'll like go through a set and then I'll see one of those cards at my local card shop and I'll be like, shoot, I just talked about that card. I kind of want to add it to my collection. I try to stay focused when it comes to collecting because, I mean, there's so many sets of Pokemon cards, and then there's the Japanese side and even other languages, and there's so much to it. Love these. Those are pretty cool. And then I randomly have all the energies. All right, so we're actually not doing too bad on time, so I will just continue. Oh, this is kind of a tease of the future, but I do have my XY base set in here. This is one that I'm trying to collect the master set of because in that aunt's collection, once again, I think it's definitely worth a watch. It's one of my older videos, so it's a little bit cringier than my normal video that I've been releasing as of late. But there were just so many big hitters in that collection. I was just amazed. But yeah, so I will be excited to complete this soon enough. Look, I'm even like missing energy cards. And then all the full arts, look at that. Yeah, there's some decent full arts within the XY era. I personally think they have a lot of character. So feel free to slow down or pause any moment. So I do have a master set of evolutions. You'll notice that the 2 Charizards are gone because they've been at PSA since last August. Hoping to get them at the year mark, but it seems doubtful. But we'll see. But yeah, this, honestly, if you just want to relax and feel good about yourself, this was the first master set that I pursued. Because I always thought master sets were just kind of an impossibility, because I'm like, there's no way I can pull all the cards because there's so many, you know, higher rarities that are just so difficult to pull, and you end up pulling duplicates. Love all the full arts here. Just beautiful artworks, even here. But for evolutions, I was like, you know what? I think it's worth it for evolutions. I truly do. All right, now you can actually observe here a lot of pretty much all the Sun and Moon sets that I acquired. Because when I got back into collecting, I pretty much, as a kid, my parents, or specifically my dad, because he was really into sports cards, my dad bought me Pokemon packs up to like Neo Destiny pretty much, and then I randomly had some EX like Ruby and Sapphire. But I pretty much, my biggest set that I remember from when I was a kid was Team Rocket. Really liked that set, so that was another one that I wanted to pursue a master set of. And then I left the hobby for the longest time. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, you know, being in school, collecting Pokemon cards wasn't gonna, you know, get you the girl or get you the friends. I'm sure you know, you could have made like a few really close friends with that, but you know, I succumbed to, you know, the normal peer pressures and, you know, doing what's cool and having the same interests as, you know, more popular people. But then as I got older, and then I realized, honestly, like, do what you like. You only got one life, and so once Evolutions came out, I bought booster boxes for the first time. I mean, back when I was growing up, it was just like a booster pack here and there. And, you know, you get that little fix every now and then. Because I would only get cards when my dad got cards. And then once I left home, I was like, let me get some booster boxes. And I opened up a couple Evolution booster boxes, Sun and Moon Base, I think all the way through Burning Shadows. And then I tried to do some Shining Legends. And then that's when I took a long break. And then I picked back up in with Sword and Shield Base. I ended up getting a Cosmic Eclipse booster box just to kind of like catch up, which I'm very glad I did because that set is amazing. And unfortunately, there's a lot of cards that I won't be able to show you because I submitted cards to grading, so I'll do my best to, I guess, at the end, show photos, so at least you know, like, what is in my collection as far as, like, all the, because a lot of my best cards are not even here, which is kind of nice, honestly, because when I'm, like, sitting on all those really nice cards, I'm just kind of like, these either need to be, like, super protected or sent off grading or something, so I think they're in a better place right now, and if I see any by the end of this year, I'd be extremely happy, but we shall see. So yeah, just more miscellaneous Sun and Moon. Pretty sure I got a lot of these just from random packs or dollar packs or stuff that I found like Walgreens or Dollar Tree or something, because these packs are pretty hard to find in the wild. I know there was like miscellaneous reprints like Unbroken Bonds, Ultra Prism, even a little spurt of Unified Minds, but yeah, I really try to stay focused on the sets that I'm collecting because, like I said before, it's really easy to just see something like, oh, I want that. And then see something else, ooh, I want that. But I just find that if you try to collect everything, you end up fully collecting nothing. And, you know, I have my list that I go down. Like, for example, I go on TCG Player and I'm like, okay, let me get a couple ultra rares. And then I see that it's from a big seller. So I'm like, all right, let's see what else they have. Ooh, some nice Hidden Fates. And so I kind of go through all their cards. I start out with, you know, the sets that I'm really close to getting master sets of. I prioritize those. I obviously have limits on how much I'm willing to spend at that one time. And then it just kind of goes from there because a lot of times you'll go into a place and be like, ooh, I want to get everything that I don't have. But, you know, I walk into my local card shop and like 80% of the things in there I don't have. And a lot of the things I want to add to my collection, but let's be real, I don't have unlimited money, so you have to be able to draw the line somewhere, and that's where I decided to draw the line. Be going through all of this, and then some promos. Actually, I have a decent amount of Sun and Moon promos. Got all the energies. Ooh, and, oh, no, second bit of energies, and then some random reverse holos. All right, so we got red. Can you guess what's in here? Yep, Shining Legends. Another one that I'm trying to complete ever so slowly. None of the cards are super, super expensive, but they're just expensive enough to where I can't get, you know, all of them in one fell swoop. I'm not gonna lie, there's been a few times where I'm like, ooh, I only need like 10 cards, and I just buy all of them at once. But when you're missing, you know, some rainbow rares and some shinings, it can get pretty pricey. So I do have 2 Mewtwo's at PSA. Now we are getting to the Sword and Shield era. I'm curious how you guys organize your respective collections, if you even collect master sets. I get it. So what I collect, at least for more modern stuff that I've been pursuing, I collect like the master set. I don't include all the different promos. I don't include all the like deck exclusives, different variants, non-holo forms of certain cards like Shatter Foil and all that. I get that if you want like the complete master set or whatever, but I just like getting all the cards that you can pull and then having them this way. You know, there's definitely many ways to collect and organize. I've seen some people have the entire set laid out and then all the reverse holos afterwards. I've seen some people only include reverse holos and not even include any of the base cards, which honestly, all of them seem really cool. I've seen some people, they have like, they get the 4x3 ones or 3x4, however. Oh, got some full arts there. Sorry, I have the rest of the cards in here. And then I've seen some people where they have the 3x4 and they literally just have full-on play sets of, yeah, sorry, I actually have these spaced out by the numbering, so there is that. And then I have my Zacian, or Zacian, however you want to pronounce it, at PSA. We got a bead, looking sassy as ever, and then This was another one. Oh, I think one's a Snorlax VMAX, and then that one's this is a Sheehan. So getting somewhat close on that one. But yeah, having like full play sets of the entire thing. So having 4 of every single card. It looks really nice, especially when you get to the ultra rare portion and you just have like 4 of each one. Even though pretty sure you can't have like 4 of some of the ultra rares as like a play set, but people still do it anyway just to flex. So they go and open up their binder and be like, I got this all. It is frustrating, like for example, I'm missing the Mimikyu reverse holo, and I like go through thousands of bulk cards and I find all these reverse holos that I need and still don't have the Mimikyu, so probably just end up ordering on TCG Player or something, which is completely fine, but it's just frustrating. Like these 2 trainer cards, I just couldn't find them at any of the shops that I go to, which is funny. This page is going to be awesome when it's completely full. I love, honestly, how Sword and Shield did their full arts and Rainbow Rares. Like, it's awesome. I got the Rillaboom at PSA as well. Of course, we got Champions Path. I already have all the reverse holos and everything from this one because there was so much freaking Champions Path bulk at my shop when it first came out. I'm sure a lot of you that collect already know this, but if you're kind of new or whatever, the best thing, if you have a local shop near you or whatever, whenever a set first comes out, give it like a week for everybody to open all their stuff. They turn in all their bulk. That's the best time to just get all the reverse holos that you need. You'll get them for cheap. They're in high supply, and it's perfect. And because everybody's just like opening it, they're not wanting all the excess bulk, it's a really good time to order. Very small set, but very beautiful cards. And then we have all the Sword and Shield sets that I'm not currently collecting a master set of, but I did open at least 1 booster box of all of these, and then just any miscellaneous packs that I got. So we got Rebel Clash, of course. Very nice. Very nice. Arguably the worst set so far that's come out of Sword and Shield, which, I mean, I guess I can kind of agree. You have some playable cards, but besides that, there's really no major chase cards within this set, which is no big deal. I have my favorite Pokemon, and if those Pokemon are within a set, then I enjoy the set. Got Vivid Voltage. I'm kind of torn because I would love to pull the Rainbow Rare Pikachu, but at the same time, if I pull the Rainbow Rare Pikachu, I gotta buy the rest of the set. And there are, I don't know if Battle Styles beat it, but I think this set has the most like secret rares, like full arts in any of the English Sword and Shield sets that have come out so far. There's just so many. You have Shining Fates. Opened a lot of Shining Fates, surprisingly. At least 100 packs, maybe 120. And I still have a couple more that I should have an opening for next week, which is just ridiculous to me. Got a lot of full arts, a lot of shinies. This is another one that I would love to pull the Charizard, but at the same time, a master set of Shining Fates would be kind of a nightmare. Not as bad as far as like reverse holos and stuff, but every single shining card or shiny card, like they're minimum $2, and that just adds up after a while. And if you don't have all the good ones, then actually right now the cards are fairly cheap. I recently looked at the prices. Charizard's still up there, but all the other ones, I think everything else is under like $50, I think, which honestly is not that bad compared to when this first came out. Got a lot of, oh, do this last little bit. Got a Corviknight and then that Rapid Strike Golden Energy. And then we have a bunch of promos from Sword and Shield. I like Sword and Shield's promos so far. I feel like there's a lot of promos that have come out just throughout the TCG history, and, you know, some are sleepers, and then some people realize how beautiful they are, and then they just spike in popularity and collectability. And then, yeah, I just had 1 set of full energies. Screw it, while we're here, might as well go through all the jumbos too. So these are all the jumbos that I've collected so far. I'm gonna go through these lightning fast, like a lightning bolt or a Pikachu using quick attack or something. Yeah. Ooh. Honestly, shiny jumbo cards, I feel like those are something special. Like if they were slightly more iconic Pokemon, and then here are some, I think, duplicates I have, and then Sun and Moon Arrow ones because they don't fit because they changed the size of the jumbo card. Frustration. Got a bunch of doubles. I don't know what I want to do with these. I've just like sold jumbos in the past, but yeah, I'm holding on to them for now. And then finally we have my duplicates binder. Well, this won't be finally, but yeah, this was actually the binder that my cousin's collection came in. So pretty much anything that I think is kind of cool that's a duplicate, I just put in here. pretty much for safekeeping. That is a non-holo Dark Charizard. Don't get excited. Got some Hidden Fates, got some cereal, got some those pin collections from Shining Fates. Got an Eevee promo, why not? Got more cereal. Got more cereal. Got a couple actually really nice cards as duplicates, and then one more Rapidash V. And then finally, I'll just show you guys my bulk. I got one of these boxes. I think this is the 3000 or 3200, however, like the second largest one is. Not the 5000 one. And this is just where I store all my bulk. So as you can see right here, we have a Sword and Shield bulk, and then I have them all divided by set. So, and it just kind of becomes more modern. So over here should be Battle Styles, which it is. And yeah, that's all my bulk. Pretty much when this all fills up, I'm probably gonna find some way to trade in or something. I don't know if I'll do it through Darium's or my local place and just get store credit or something, because you know, it's a lot of bulk. Got some Japanese cards here, got some Magic cards, and then all these are energy cards as well. And then just a bunch of dividers from Elite Trainer boxes. And yeah, that is all of my singles within my collection. The next video that I'll probably release will be my sealed collection. It's a lot smaller, but it's something that I'm slowly growing to. But for the past year, I've mainly been focusing on singles and complete sets. So let me know what you guys think of this collection. It's nowhere compared to, you know, any of those big YouTubers. All have shown some photos either before this or right now of the cards I submitted to PSA, because those are my big hitters, but they're just not with me right now. But then I also just wanted to give an update at a year, because to me it just makes the most sense, and then I can just kind of keep that going in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. If it's your second video of mine, consider subscribing. If you like what you saw, leave a like. And if you don't like what you saw, give me some feedback down below on how I can improve, or a dislike, or however you think works best. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much again for watching, and I wish you guys the best of luck in your collecting goals.